I'm Detective Marcus Hale. Been on the force 12 years. Tonight, a missing persons case brought me back to a street I thought I'd forgotten. The city sleeps uneasily. Streetlights flicker like warnings. The apartment building looms, tall, narrow, shadows creeping into its corners. The front door is slightly ajar, an anomaly for a locked building. My badge and gun feel heavier than usual as I approach the entrance. I push it open slowly, listening to the echo of my footsteps. The lobby is empty, dust motes floating in the harsh light of one flickering bulb. Mailboxes hang crooked, some open, some empty, as if disturbed. I check the elevator. Lights working, buttons normal, but a chill runs down my spine. A faint whisper seems to echo in the stairwell, though no one is there. I call out, "Police! Anyone here?" My voice sounds small in the cavernous lobby. Nothing. Only the faint hum of the building's old heating system. I take the stairs, one floor at a time, noting each apartment number. The third floor is quiet, cleaner, recently occupied, but no signs of life. I reach the fifth floor. The smell changes, faintly metallic. A door at the end of the hall is slightly open, darkness inside. I step closer, gun raised, flashlight cutting through the shadows. The apartment is empty, but personal items are scattered, clues of a sudden departure. I notice a small notebook on the counter, pages filled with dates, names, strange marks. A pattern emerges. All entries lead back to this building, this floor, this apartment. I enter the hallway again. The air feels heavier, oppressive. A soft click from behind. A door slams shut somewhere, startling me. I check the apartment across the hall. Empty, lights off, but curtains flutter slightly. Faint scratches on the floorboards, fresh. I move quietly, listening for any breathing or sound that doesn't belong. Shadows seem static, but I feel something watching from the corners. A sudden breeze, though no windows are open. I shine my flashlight on a wall. Handprints smeared, dry blood or paint, I can't tell. My radio crackles with static, barely audible whispers. "Get out! Get out!" I check the elevator again. The doors are open, but the inside is dark. On the floor above, faint voices, then silence. I call for backup. No response. The line is dead. My heartbeat accelerates. Adrenaline mixes with fear. I notice scratches on the stairwell walls, marks forming a sequence, numbers or letters. My gut tells me these are clues, a trail left for me or for someone else. On the sixth floor, the lights flicker in rhythm with my heartbeat. I stop outside one apartment, number 617, door ajar, the only one slightly open. I push inside. A single chair faces the window, back to me. The floor creaks. I step closer. The chair is empty, but the window shows faint footprints leading away. I realize the pattern. Someone is leading me, not randomly disappearing. I follow the trail to the roof access door. It opens with a groan. The roof is empty, fog rolling in from the city below. A shadow detaches itself from the wall. A figure standing perfectly still. I call out. The figure doesn't respond, only tilts its head slowly. The wind carries a faint laugh, hollow, echoing across the buildings. I step closer, flashlight on the figure. It's a mannequin? No, it moves. A sudden crash behind me. The door slams shut, locking automatically. I spin around. The figure is gone, but the air feels dense, charged. I notice a small door partially hidden by a ventilation shaft, maybe an access hatch. I crawl through, narrow, dark smell of damp concrete. The tunnel opens to an abandoned apartment, one I didn't know existed. Furniture covered in white sheets, the walls scrawled with names. I realize these are the missing people, all tenants from previous months. A journal lies on a table. One page shows my face sketched with today's date. Panic rises, but I force myself to breathe, to think logically. I notice a keypad on the wall, security override for the building. I punch in codes from memory, heart hammering, lights flicker as it powers up. A hidden elevator opens. Inside, a man tied up, alive but pale, and the kidnapper, thin, gaunt, hiding in the building for months. I raise my gun, voice firm. Step away from him. The man freezes, eyes wide, caught. He lunges suddenly. I tackle him to the floor, restraining him. The building creaks, groans as if protesting. I handcuff him. My partner finally arrives, calling out in relief. The rescued tenant stumbles, terrified, but alive. I sweep the hidden apartment, evidence of dozens of victims carefully documented. I feel a chill, but focus on securing the building, calling forensic teams. Lights flicker, then stabilize, normalcy returning. I walk outside. The city night feels solid, grounded, safe again. The suspect is led away, silent, defeated, eyes vacant. I note the missing persons are accounted for, some barely alive, others found in hidden rooms. Police seal the building. I press camera's flash as I step into the street. I take a deep breath, feeling the tension drain slightly. My partner pats my shoulder, silently acknowledging the danger we faced. I record the statement, documenting the case meticulously. The suspect will be jailed, justice served, but the memory lingers. I drive away from the building. City lights blur past as adrenaline fades. The streets are quiet, no flickering shadows this time. I look in the rearview mirror. The building recedes, silent, finally tamed. My notebook, full of notes, evidence, sketches, closes with a firm click. The case is solved, the victim safe, and for the first time in months, I can sleep knowing this nightmare is over.